the eel, the Maui Maui, the method, pop, lethal, turbo, tie, shake, skunk, stress, wacky, weed, blaze, the boot, dime bag, Scooby-Doo, Bob, bogey, backyard boogie.
Yeah!
It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's Yes.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on idobi Radio. We're live. Yes, we are live. We are literally live. We like to be live. Podcasts don't often go live. It's not like a usual thing for podcasts to do, but we freaking do it. We like to be live. It keeps us,
I love being live.
Keeps us tight, keeps us lively. Thank you for listening. Thank you to idobi. Hopefully everything is technically running, and you can watch us places, but you can also listen to us places. Always listen to idobi at all times, and love idobi so much. We love idobi. You can find us on the things though. Cool Nerd Weed Show on your streaming services and your video services. Your video subscription services. You can find us there.
We don't have an OnlyFans yet.
No. Well, we entertained it because we were like being shadow banned and it was bumming us out, and we were like, what the fuck do we even do?
Where do we go?
Yeah.
To be uncensored.
To be our true nerd selves. But we good. We're doing our best. We are happy to be here. And hopefully you can see our faces. But if not, that's cool too. Because we will keep yapping anyway. We are... Oh, were you able to log into the merch site? Do we still have merch?
Yeah, we do. We still have merch.
Nice.
The tie-dyed beanie has been discontinued.
I'm so bummed.
There's some other tie-dyed items, but that beanie is one of one.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm so sad. I lost my beanie. I don't know where it is. I couldn't even begin to remember where it is. And I'm super depressed because I wore that beanie a lot. It was my prized possession. But we'll be revamping our merch, and we'll be getting cool stuff and places to get it and whatnot. And we'll be back at it with like the stickers and the pins. Those were good times.
Yeah, we have lots of stickers. If anybody wants a sticker, DM Cool Nerd Weed Show.
I need stickers.
I will bring some when I see you in 10 days.
Yeah, we will be reunited on the same coast in 10 days here on the Beast Coast. Good old-fashioned East Coast where it's fucking freezing.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
Why? Because you're coming here in the cold?
Yes. But
Really?
It's not that much warmer here in California.
I mean, it's like cold, but it's not like, are you crazy cold?
No, it's not like I'm going to like Alaska.
No, people. Well, that's why California gets a bad rap, because people are like, "Are you crazy?" I feel like people on the East Coast are always like calling Californians a bunch of wusses. So everybody calls me a wuss whenever I complain that I'm cold, and I'm like, no, it's objectively cold. And when I was cold all my life, and I didn't like it all my life. I don't like the winter or the cold. It makes me very cranky.
True. Not a fan, but I'm prepared. I have my long johns. I have my pea coat.
Well, you always do come prepared, pretty much.
And I wear all that stuff, and then I ended up like sweating. But it's fine because I want to be warm and I want to hang out. I want to run around the city. I want to smoke everywhere.
Yeah,
eat some delicious food.
Yeah, we'll have a good old fashioned East Coast craziest week of the year time, because it'll be that last week of December when time just doesn't make sense, and you just forget where you are in the world, and you gotta start getting used to saying 2026, which I don't think I am used to yet, but it looks like, I don't know, before the new year. So these articles are saying by next Monday, Trump should be. I should play a drop. Hold on.
We salute you, the United States of cannabis, under all 50 strains. One pre-roll, under bomb. It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show.
Yes.
Indeed.
It is. I just am so like I don't know how to put it. With Trump maybe rescheduling, that's the big story. Big story everywhere is Trump says he's very strongly considering rescheduling marijuana again. I don't know if I guess it's as early as next Monday, I think, not today.
Yeah.
Today's over.
I thought it was going to be today.
Oh, okay. So this was supposed to be for today. Oh, well, great.
But
well, it's already not happened.
it's already not happened. So
Cool. Why is it like everywhere?
Because it's back in the news cycle, the whole rescheduling cannabis thing, and is this just a distraction of what all the other bullshit that's going on with the Trump administration, or is this because DJT has horrible approval ratings? And do you think, okay, let's just say hypothetically,
Yeah.
Donald Trump reschedules cannabis. Would the cannabis community, would the collective opinion of the cannabis community suddenly change and become pro Donald Trump?
Well, there's a good amount of people in the cannabis community that are Trumpers
It's true. This is true.
and actual MAGAs, and also right leaning. It's just how it falls. So I could see it being there already, and especially after adult use in multi-states, there's a good amount of Trump supporters in that tier. So I could see it being there halfway already. I think you need to see the results of it before you can celebrate it, because let's just say this is let's just say this is earnest, right? Let's just say somehow, somewhere, he felt like this would be beneficial for people. It wouldn't just be anything that would be beneficial toward big pharma or lobbyists we don't like, or testing, so on, so forth. Banking, these things, we don't know what's going to happen with those. Nothing's really solved. It's just approval ratings. No, none of that. It's real. He wants to really he wants to expunge records. He wants to make sure that the right people are in jail and the wrong people aren't. Let's just say that. Let's just say that is his plan. Is an earnest to goodness, I want to improve the world plan. And it starts to benefit farmers and people. I'd have to say that is a good thing for the world, but me personally, I wouldn't like I wouldn't flip. You know what I mean? Like, but I could see people who benefit and see results understandably go towards him and be like, yeah, that was good for me. Thank you. And that could maybe swing his approval rating another way. He's pretty fucking stupid, so I can't see that like anything that he has planned is well thought out. But I don't know. There's so many strong opinions on this that I just don't know how it goes forward in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, DJT always has concepts, as he says. I have a concept. And Trump's concept for cannabis reform is rescheduling.
Right.
And we're going to dig into this, but rescheduling doesn't really address any of the concerns of the majority of the cannabis community.
No,
Or the
it's
industry
still,
as a whole.
yeah, it's still prohibition. It's still that no, it's it doesn't advance us in any way, and in fact, like it only like it puts us in a weird classification. It sets us back in a lot of ways. You know, we had found ways to work around the ridiculous overscheduling, and now it's kind of like officially putting it there intentionally is worse. And I also feel like is you can't really reverse that. So I don't know what it's going to entail.
Is this the first step? I mean, okay, so historically, in 1970, the government created the Controlled Substance Act, which put all of these substances and chemicals into 5 categories. One is like, you know, high potential of abuse and no medicinal value. Number 2 is like, you know, have high potential of abuse and severe psychological and physical dependence. Number 3 is moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence. Number 4 has low potential for abuse. And number 5 is like, you know, very low potential for abuse, like diarrhea medicine that you can get over the counter. So right now, cannabis is in that first schedule with
Why did you go
heroin.
to diarrhea medicine?
That was because that was like that's on the list of things.
I thought you just like thought of that. I was like, I mean, you kind of just outed yourself, buddy, but I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, my Schedule 5 anti-diarrhea medicine and my Robitussin AC.
So ideally, and by the way, where's alcohol on this list? Oh, it's
Alcohol?
not there.
Oh yeah, or tobacco.
Oh, right. Cool. Or tobacco, right? No addiction found with those substances.
Yeah, no potential of abuse, physical, psychological dependence, none of that. Alcohol
Indeed.
or tobacco.
So ideally, okay, where do you think he's gonna schedule it? Over under 2. I mean, but like what? Okay, where do you think he'll schedule it, and what is the best one to be scheduled? If we're gonna have to accept this as our fate.
Most people think, and I would agree with most people in this respect, that it's going to be scheduled as Schedule 3,
Right.
which
right.
Schedule 3 substances or chemicals are defined as drugs with moderate to low potential for physical or psychological dependence, less abuse. Here's some examples. Tylenol with codeine, ketamine, anabolic steroids, and testosterone are Schedule 3. So it still falls under government control.
That's a weird grouping of things. That's like things we don't understand and we're afraid of. They go here.
But we still want to have some control over it.
Yeah, of course. See, now what we can and will say, because we have to say, is that the government wants to be able to find the cure to whatever disease they can say cannabis is causing. Just so happens cannabis is very unique. It's not like opioids. It's not like any alcohol. It's not like these things. And I think it's going to be a very different experience when you end this prohibition than they think. I don't know if it's going to pan out how anybody wants it to, but I do feel like it is worth noting that, like, historically, when the government gets involved, it's because they are trying to profit off of you, and especially this specific government. I saw a commercial the other day for Suboxone, pharmacy commercial.
Yeah.
A big pharma commercial for Suboxone.
They're going around.
And while, okay, yes, harm reduction, love it. The fact that it came from a pharmaceutical company really troubled me greatly. Because many folks take MAT because of opioids. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the epidemic that is still upon this country. And now they're peddling the cure. That's crazy. And that's also very clear. It's very clear. That's not like a conspiracy. This is, we know bit for bit what happened with the opioid epidemic. And lobbyists and money and greed. I don't know how they could opioid epidemic up the weed industry, but that's just where ye old mind goes. But I mean, I did go pretty low there, like, because I just don't like the government being involved with weed. I do understand that in order to get some other stuff done, it needs to be involved.
Like
But I'm
rescheduling,
cautious.
we should be cautious. Rescheduling, sort of the government is admitting that cannabis does have some value and medicinal value.
Yes. Yes. Right.
And they also want to continue to control it because they know in their minds and that cannabis has value. So, you know, why would DJT, DJT wouldn't just deschedule it completely and lose control of the potential monies that could be made off of cannabis.
Yeah.
Adult use or medicinally, either way. Yeah.
I want to, like, look, I would love to believe that this is a good thing. I really would. But it's difficult to regulate cannabis on a small level. To do it on a big level is interesting. I'd be excited to see what happens, especially with banking. I think that's a really exciting thing. It's a good thing, right? One good thing that could come of
Yes.
this.
Yes.
So, what are the bad things? Let's just go down the bad things real quick. Bad news
Okay.
if it gets rescheduled.
Bad things. It doesn't address anybody who's currently incarcerated federally or otherwise for cannabis, so-called crimes
Right. So,
at
everything's
all.
pretty much the same.
There's no social justice at all because most of the laws regarding possession, distribution, if you were arrested, are not tied into this scheduling, federal scheduling. So it doesn't address any of those social equity concerns one bit.
Right. And if you are in an illegal state or a state that doesn't have legalized weed, not hemp, I'm talking cannabis derived, which hemp, you're up a river too, but weed at this moment, it doesn't mean that they are going to make it legal. So just because this happens doesn't mean you're going to be able to get weed in your state. So basically, it's mostly the same. It's like theater. It's theater.
Yeah.
It's a song and a dance.
Political theater.
So, that's pretty whack. And I think just with the worry of Big Pharma being even close to it and anybody in this administration being close to it, it gives me the jitters. But what's something good that can come out of it? Stigma. No, I don't know. I want to say that the stigma and maybe education and, real live peer reviewed tests, but it's still going to be better. Like it's not going to be, but I hope, yes, maybe it makes it more available to be scientifically looked at and treated like it should be treated. This is it. It should be looked at as something that is medicinal and also something that is altering. It alters you when you take any sort of weed, whether it's recreational or medicinal. So we should look at it.
We should. This doesn't necessarily open the door for research.
Well, God damn it.
Either. So, California put into place some laws they could actually buy product from dispensaries and study products that are actually being given to people and people are consuming right now. But rescheduling doesn't address that at all.
Well, damn. There goes that idea. What else is good about it?
Some good.
Yeah, because that was my vote. But if that doesn't, then
the Safer Banking Act, it would kind of maybe open the door to the Safer Banking Act and allow cannabis businesses to operate like every other business in the world and have credit card processing and debit processing without fees or loopholes or jumping through hoops for transactions. Also, they could figure out the IRS statute. It's 280E that says basically because it's illegal federally, you don't get any tax write-offs.
right.
So businesses could potentially operate like every other business in America.
That would be really great because businesses are suffering in the cannabis industry all around. It's difficult to be in the cannabis business right now. But it's also it could be very exciting, There's always some weird hiccup with weed, but maybe we'll wake up tomorrow, and it will be rescheduled. How will you feel?
How will I feel if it's rescheduled?
Yeah, if like you wake up tomorrow
I get the
and
news.
you're like, what day is it? Is
I
it
think-
Christmas?
it's Christmas Day.
It's Christmas
And-
Day.
And the newspaper's at my doorstep. And I open it up, and the headlines read, Donald Trump
DJT legalizes,
legalized.
or reschedules pot, weed, whatever.
It would say that. It would say
It would
DJT
say pot.
reschedules pot. Just my least favorite word for
I know. I like
cannabis.
it. I don't know why. I like pot. Why don't you like it?
I think it's like a boomer term.
It
And
is.
It really like when people still use it, like they and like dope.
I love saying dope. I love saying you want to go smoke dope. I love saying that.
I find like educated people saying like pot and dope.
I always say, you want to go smoke pot.
So,
Damn.
poke some smot.
Yeah, even better. Well, we may have our differences in what we like to call weed, but if you woke up tomorrow morning and it said Donald Trump legalizes or Donald Trump reschedules pot, what would you say?
I would be like, this fucking guy has fucked up the world so much. Why are you fucking up cannabis, DJT? Like, leave it alone. Just fucking leave it alone. Go away. Go away, Donald Trump. Let the next guy handle it. Or woman. Let the next woman president handle this.
Yeah. Yeah. Or how about woman? Yeah, that'll be the day. But I would love for this to be great for us. I just don't think that it is. And we'll see. We'll see what happens to the industry.
There's one more potential positive for this.
Oh, good. Great.
Possible. Is that if it was reclassified, that people with serious medical conditions that are able to get medical cannabis could possibly have their be reimbursed for their medicine through insurance.
Oh.
That was like the whole video that he put out about CBD,
Oh, yeah.
which was
Yeah.
its own thing. But we try to stay positive.
Trump CBD.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Uh,
That's what we're getting.
in a gold Pez bottle with his stupid face
Mm-hmm.
popping out of his turkey neck like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
Your CBD gummy.
And he's going to, and if it, it just is, I really, I mean, I guess like as worried as I am, like I guess there's a little like pitter patter of excitement. No, I don't know. I'm very nervous. I'm nervous. I am. I'm trying to be positive, but I just feel like it's a little bit of a wrecking ball. But you can't just let go of it. It can't be its own thing, even though cannabis is its own thing. If you cared about like the people, you would let it be researched. You would let there be science. You would open it up. That's how you do it. So if this doesn't do that, then, and it doesn't expunge records, literally it's for a show and it means nothing. It just probably is money in his pocket. So I can't get behind that because it sets us back in a lot of ways. You may not see it because it feels like, well, it just feels like he legalized it or whatever. But we do. We do. We do. We see it. But we'll see where it goes. That is what we know is happening. And we can tell you from the side of like the dispensary side of things, I mean, what will happen? Will you just be normal? Like you'll go to work and you'll be like selling weed regular?
I think really nothing would change in the interim. People would come in with
Cool.
even more questions since if there was
We don't have answers.
rescheduled and the hemp ban. I've got the answers.
Mostly, but do you? Like
No.
I feel like we don't. We try. But when it was adult use, that first week was treacherous. So
Yeah, absolutely.
have fun. You're gonna have to do like a new. No, you won't. It'll probably stay the same for a while before they realize what the fuck they're doing.
But they'll probably impose another tax, which would really drive even more people to the traditional market.
But what if he took all the weed off the shelves and then he made it his own and it was Trump weed?
Oh my God. That thought is horrible. Like Eric Trump Kush. Don Jr. Gummies. What's the youngest one? Damian Trump.
Damian. What's his fucking name?
Baron Trump brownies.
I don't like it. I don't like.
I don't like it.
But we'll see what happens. We're gonna try to keep an open mind. There were good things that happened. There are good things that could happen. Maybe just as a little result of this, and that's what we're gonna hope for. Because what the hell, man? What the hell? We're gonna take a break.
Sit down. Light one up. Pack a bowl. The nerds have opinions.
Grab your greens.
And sesh with the Cool Nerd Weed Show on Idobi Radio.
Yeah. And we're back.
We're back.
It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's Tiaz.
And that's Sasha.
And we are live on Adobe Radio. We are live in the flesh. It's December of 2025. Ooh, soon we got to do our Weedstradamus predictions. We'll see what happens with this rescheduling jazz and what we predict and how we think things will change. Because it's hard. I know we sound doom and gloom, but and I can't give you a concrete reason why. I just know like how I feel, feelings aren't facts, but I do get the worries. So once we see what happens, we'll be able to give you kind of what we think is going to happen and what we hope will happen. And those are two different things. So we are back, and case in point is this next state that we're going to touch on, because this has been floating around all week and we kind of talked about it a little bit, but some states are, well, a place like Massachusetts, which is two sides of the spectrum. On one side, they are reversing marijuana legalization, or there's a proposal. Sorry, that was very alarmist. There was a ballot proposal to seek to reverse legalization. And then on the other side, they're allowing lounges?
Yeah, they just the Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission unanimously voted to allow consumption lounges. So
I guess
the reversal the reversal of legalization in Massachusetts was very deceiving. There was like an anti-cannabis group that kind of was trying to sneak on the ballot an anti-cannabis like initiative. Most people saw through it, and I don't think it gathered enough signatures to actually happen, because people of Massachusetts, they're smarter than that. They saw right through it, and they're like, they love their weed. like we do here.
Yeah.
So here it is again in print. That means people could use marijuana at pot cafes, lounges, yoga studios, theaters. They can get special permits to have, like festivals. There can be consumption lounges at festivals. One of the stipulations is that you have to have food and water available, and that you don't provide alcohol, so people don't get crossfaded. I think is the technical term.
Yeah, it is. That's what they officially said. Yeah, for sure. I think that's great. There, Massachusetts was the home of like a little bit of corruption too with the legal weed industry, and they had a little bit of a troubling start. But it does look like it could be going in the right direction. And it's true, the people clearly want weed. They clearly want weed to be safely accessed. Luckily, right now, that matters. Your voice in weed matters. And Massachusetts could get on the right track. They can do it. I was so excited. I really, really, and I am so excited. I am. And I hope of hopes that it just kind of keeps going the way it's going. I would love to go to a lounge of some sort in Massachusetts. Be lit.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very local. They need the local city councils to be on board, and I think a lot of them will opt in. Certainly, some are going to opt out. But there's some other good news wrapped into this. Is the first social consumption licenses are going to be reserved for people on the social equity program.
Nice.
So,
beautiful. Love
Massachusetts. Yeah, they stumbled a little. There was a little corruption, but they're getting there. They're trying to make it happen the right way.
Don't let them get you down. These naysayers. Well, they will try. Those folks who get those ballots in there and they're like, "Oh, it's so bad." No way, baby. Get out of here with that jazz. Massachusetts is hip to your game. They're not having it. Good for you, Massachusetts. You keep on, keep it on. And you'll be in a great place in no time. You already are. It's so great to see when cities turn adult use and like all of things change and jobs are created and all this cool stuff happens. It's good. It's good. It is a good thing. What was happening? The trend in weed was upward and it was good. Even if there is some corruption involved. Safe access is always good. We believe that.
We do. When I was in Boston, I believe the last time I was actually in Boston, I was at a local watering hole named Bernie's, and was watching Bills Pats game on Monday Night Football. And I went it was cold as fuck, and I should have just gone outside, but I went into the men's room and I hit my one hitter in the men's room like a total idiot. And Bernie himself came in and first he's like, "I told you, no smoking in here. You got to get out."
Oh man.
Totally ruined. But if we had a consumption lounge at that time,
they would have been like, "Hey, you," and you would have been like, "What?" He'd be like, You want something to drink? Or not alcohol, has to be water. Would you like a snack? And you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
How times have changed.
What a wonderful
Yes.
world.
What a wonderful, yeah. And then what a wonderful world displays. And you finish smoking your one hitter. And that is a wonderful world, god damn it. And we want that to be the reality. So enough with this reefer madness. Let's be real. Let's be for real. And let's, and I always say, like, I know it sounds like I'm pro, and I am pro regulation for cannabis. I'm pro understanding it, and I'm pro selling it in a way that gives opportunity to everyone, because selling weed is the great unifier. The weed business is a really good way to do your life. So, of course, I want this to work out for everybody. But I'm glad that Massachusetts is headed on a path that is good. Welcome. Welcome to a good weed place. I have to go back and try some Massachusetts weed. The last time I smoked it was very early days. I was just very excited to have it. I actually still have that one hitter. I don't know what I did with it, but it was like a little,
Oh, that was interesting. I've
Yeah.
never seen that anywhere. That was like you bought like a 5-pack of one hitters, or was it like a
Yeah,
single
and
one hitter?
It was like a 3-pack, and it had like ground up weed in it. It was like a 0.3 of weed in there, and you just like smoked it.
Like one of those little glass chillums that we used to.
I love.
They call them like the OG pipe, right? That little just straight
chillums.
shooter.
That's so East Coast too. It's just always have a chillum in your bag. Always have a chillum. I mean, it's all coast, but we do. We're always traveling with our weed. But now, in this golden state, we can be less afraid to smoke our one hitters in the bathroom. Don't smoke a one hitter in the bathroom of most any establishments.
Live and learn. And I apologize, Bernie.
But you know what? You were living your life. And it is cold. Oh boy. And that is something else too. It's like, it's nice to not be kicked out when you're smoking now. It's more acceptable to smoke by a window. And, it's more acceptable for sure. It is slightly. There's still the voice of reefer madness creeping up. It keeps trying. But there are real things to look at and study. There are real things to take into consideration. And you can only do that by having an open mind when it comes to weed. We can do this. We can save this. We can take control. We must not let it go. We're going to take a break. We do have to take a break. And when we come back, we will do a huff and puff that we feared would come. We'll be right back.
The final Huff and Puff with TS and Sasha.
Yeah, sorry. It's the final Huff and Puff. We're back. It's the Cool Nerd Weed Show. That's TS.
And that's Sasha.
And we're live on idobi Radio. And we are back with a quick little burst of anger that we have for you. We can't sugarcoat this because it's annoying. The breathalyzer test is back.
Yes.
And it looks like better than ever.
Cannabis marijuana breathalyzer has cleared some technological hurdles in the US and Canada and could be coming to the streets near you. It's cleared like its emissions test, so it's I guess it's safe. It's as safe as a cell phone to use. And the way this thing actually works is that you blow into it, it collects some sort of samples in your breath, 2 different samples, They cap it off. They send it to a lab. It's not instant. It takes 1 to 2 hours where you're sweating after breathing into this thing. And then there's no, I guess it will let law enforcement know if you consume cannabis at some point.
Yeah,
But
like
right
what's
now,
the barometer? Like what are we, like 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours? What are we, what are you judging it on? What is my inebriation judged on? And with blood alcohol, at least I guess the general assumption is that this is the pretty universal level that you'll be at to be inebriated. Maybe not, but probably. What are we judging?
yeah, right now there's no universal quantifiable number that would imply impairment. So it's all subjective. Like,
I don't like it.
yeah, no, it's not a lawyer, but I would advise you not to blow into the cannabis
No.
fucking tester at all
No. You do have the
until
right to
they
refuse
actually.
that, right?
Oh yeah, you could
You have
refuse
the-
that.
yeah.
Absolutely, you have the right to refuse any breathalyzer, blood, breath, or urine. But this is very experimental, and sure, I guess it will at this point will say if you've consumed cannabis in a certain amount of time, but there's no, it stays in your system, so there's no
For a long
there's
time.
no way to tell if you're actually impaired.
Listen. Don't consume cannabis and drive. Don't do it. But the not knowing the time period part is a little unnerving, and how accurate that can be. Then you're all of a sudden just having to turn, it just makes everything so much scarier, and it enables powers so much more. And I was really hoping, I mean, again, all hope is dead this year, but I was kind of hoping that this was far-fetched because it's so, like you said, non-quantifiable. But it seems like we're getting, I mean, an emissions test, yeah, sure, I guess that's like progress, but it is, I guess, it's the first step to getting stuff out there to be tested and all that fucking shit. So it looks like it's advancing. I sure hope that it runs into trouble, like just in terms of like efficacy and also accuracy. I do know that law enforcement cheats, so just know your rights. That's all. Just know them. Know your rights.
Know your rights. And during these holiday times, we suggest you take a ride share.
Yeah, why not? Don't drive high. It's not even fun.
It's a bummer. The whole thing.
If you have public transportation and it's safe, take that. Public transportation when you're high and it's safe is pretty great. Just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. But it's a good time when you're feeling good vibes, getting somewhere and you don't have to worry about driving. We strongly suggest that. But also know your rights, because if it's been a good amount of time, then, I don't know. Sounds like a violation of a lot of things. So
many civil rights violations.
Again, see where it goes. I thought we were going to a good place, but it seems like a billion steps back. But go Massachusetts. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all the good news. But we tried really hard to give you good news. It was a pretty awful weekend, honestly, around the world. And we try our best to give you what we can from the world of weed and just a little escape from the piece of shit fabric of time that we're in right now, with maybe some good things. And you'll celebrate 10 years with us, and we'll do our best to find the good in things, and we'll keep smoking weed because it's our favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. And
Fuck Donald Trump, fuck ICE, and don't panic.
it's organic.